Hi, everybody. Sorry for the panting and the general sweating and disarray. I am mid-session and in my breaks, I am talking to you. So my fifth change to put in place, like from the next female client you see, is including stress management in every session, okay? Not always the same. So the reason why first, stress is a much bigger issue for women than it is for men. And women also respond differently to stress. Okay, our heart rate tends to increase where a man's blood pressure will tend to increase. We also have different kinds of stress, but all of them will have a physical impact on our bodies. So whether the stress is mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, hormonal, imagined, even if it's pretend stress, it will have a physical effect on our body. Think about the butterflies in your stomach you get when you're nervous, or that blinding hot feeling when you're angry. In both humans and animals, the female secretes higher levels of corticosterone. Sorry, I keep trying to say cortisone. In response to physical and psychological stresses. So whether you're a rat or a human, you're going to have a higher baseline and you're going to excrete more of this stress hormone when you're stressed than the male. Now, this leads to a higher susceptibility of mental health disorders. And I think we know women are more susceptible to depression, anxiety, and those sorts of things. But what we don't realize is that stress, like any hormone, has an effect on the entire body. Okay, so like our estrogen is involved with bone density and brain health and tendon elasticity, cortisol is going to affect our hormonal balance, has knock-on effects to our progesterone, for example. It has a negative effect when it's chronic on our immune system. It can change the structure of our brains. And it can actually affect a child's development as well. So in other words, any hormone out of balance will have an effect, positive, negative, on every system and organ, from our neuromuscular function to our heart and our brain health, okay? Now, exercise can improve stress, absolutely, but it can also make it worse. So not all exercise is equal. And because of the high correlation between chronic stress and heart disease in women, engaging in exercise is very important. But conversely, studies show the higher her lifestyle stress, emotional, imagined stress, the less she will move, okay? So it's a little bit of a conundrum. Now, because we work physically with women, we do have an opportunity to work with them hormonally, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And whether we like it or not, whether we understand it or not, every decision we make in regards to her movement prescription will have an impact on her whole body, mind, and spirit, hormones, emotions, all of it, brain function. So for this reason, I'm not telling you how to train. If you are the hit trainer, you keep your identity, all right? Go for it. But you include some kind of stress management in every single session. Now, even if your sessions are just 30 minutes, you need to make time for a 2 to 5 minute down regulation of her body, okay? So massage, meditation, soothing movement practice that will down regulate her nervous system. Now, each woman is different. You will have those high functioning, high stress type A women, okay, who are going to be pissed off that they're lying down and breathing deeply, okay? You don't have to do that. But again, women respond or train better when they understand why. So number one, can you get her over the line with the why? Can you get her over the line if it's only 2 to 5 minutes? Can you get her over the line if she's moving? Like if it's yoga, for example, and she has to concentrate on that yoga, does she then forget all her worries and start to relax? That's kind of the state we're after. We're after that feeling. Okay, so it doesn't have to be still or traditional. So some ideas I've got for you. I mean, I had a power plate, which is vibration. So I used to lie people down, put their feet on that, and it was like an right? And that is very soothing for our nervous system. So if you have any kind of vibration, whether it's a massage gun or a vibration plate, then a passive position, preferably with her legs elevated, and then applying that vibration, getting her to concentrate on it. That's one idea. Another idea is just lying down, feet elevated. Lying on foam rollers, we're doing this anyway. Let's just do it mindfully. Hands-on massage with permission, not creepy massage. Okay, make sure you're good at it too. So maybe get like a Cert 2 or just a bit of tuition in how to massage. But hands-on touching is really good for us hormonally when the person touching us is trusted. You can do hands-on stretch. You know how we get people down doing PNF stretch. You're talking, there's eye contact, there's touch. I had a very high functioning stressed woman that I used to play a song from the Little River Band every session. I would lie her down, elevate her feet, apply vibration, and then play this song. And it took her right back. It got her right down. You could see her melt into the floor. It was one song, and the only way I could manage to get her down in a 30-minute session. More traditional things like mindfulness, breath work, meditation, and yoga will work for some of your female clients as well. Now, it doesn't have to be long to be effective, okay? So if we set a blanket rule of 2 to 5 minutes in every session, and then say your clients will need the 5-minute end of the spectrum when they haven't slept well, when they're dealing with lifestyle stress, when they haven't eaten or hydrated well, and when they're in their luteal, especially their late luteal phase, you might build into 5 minutes. And conversely, they might do closer to the 2-minute end of the spectrum. If they are sleeping well, they're relaxed generally, they're in a good mind space, they're eating a healthy whole food diet for the most part, and they're hydrating well, and they're in their follicular phase of their cycle, you could probably do a little bit less of the stress management, a little bit more of the stress inducement, because exercise is stress at the end of the day. And then you could probably use those 4 rules to modify the intensity of your sessions as well. You might do your single rep maxes and your HIIT training in her follicular phase when she slept well, and you might bring it down to 80% 1 RMs and 5 sets instead of 3. I don't know, I'm making it up now. And fartlek training instead in her luteal phase, just like little tweaks to sort of move with the flow a bit more. Sorry, someone knocked on my door. It just gave me a shock. So good luck with that. And I'm always interested to see how it goes. So if you want to message me, ask questions, offer feedback, criticism, I am open to it all. I'll see you next